So we're going to turn our attention a little bit away from the storm and toward this crucial swing state of Colorado, where the Real Clear Politics poll average has President Obama and Mitt Romney tied at 47.8%. Tied. So joining me from Denver, a little bit of a break from the storm coverage, we're going to discuss the election in the Mile High City, is the progressive journalist and co-host of The Rundown with Sirota and Brown, David Sirota. Welcome back inside the War Room.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. So let's talk about Colorado for a second, because President Obama won, obviously, by 9 points in 2008. Why is this race such a dead heat this year?
Well, I think there's a mix of a lot of things. I think that the people are asking questions about the economy. I think that the economy hasn't been so good. I think that Mitt Romney, after that debate, the first debate, had a huge surge. And look, I think a president in a tough economy, an incumbent president getting reelected against a guy who has shape-shifted from the primary to the general election, it was always going to be a tough battle. I'll be honest, I didn't think it was going to be this close. I thought President Obama would probably win the state by 4 points. He still may, but definitely after that debate, things tightened up. And I think part of it was because the first debate was actually right here in Denver.
Yeah, I'm sure people were really paying attention there. And you've got an interesting thing, because Libertarian presidential candidate Gary Johnson is a factor in Colorado. So who's he helping and who's he hurting?
It's a great question. The conventional wisdom would say that Gary Johnson would help President Obama by taking libertarian voters away from Mitt Romney. But there's a situation going on here, and Gary Johnson, should be noted, could play a bigger role here because he's the two-term governor of a neighboring state. The marijuana ballot initiative that's on the ballot here in Colorado to legalize marijuana, Gary Johnson has made a big push for that ballot initiative, trying to attach his candidacy to that ballot initiative. And in robocalls across the state, he's been saying to Democrats, his campaign has been saying to Democrats, President Obama has intensified the drug war. If you want to make a statement about the drug war, vote for me. So that's a message aimed at Democrats, and I think there's a chance, and polls show this, that he'll take as many votes from President Obama as from Mitt Romney, if not more.
Which is very interesting. Let me just play for our viewers a clip of a commercial in Colorado which supports, it's called Amendment 64, which is seeking to end the marijuana prohibition. Take a listen.
I was a Marine for 6 years. I deployed to Iraq twice. I came home and started having the symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. Marijuana helped me from the moment I started using it. It calmed me down, it slowed my heart rate down, my anxiety was almost gone immediately. Please vote yes on Amendment 64, so that other vets don't have to suffer.
So is it, David, is it a medical marijuana initiative, not just legalizing marijuana overall, right?
No, it's medical marijuana is technically legal here in Colorado based on a vote a couple years ago. President Obama has deployed some of the federal resources to try to crack down on medical marijuana. And we have an initiative right now that would say marijuana is legalized and regulated and taxed in the same exact way that alcohol would be legal, is legalized, regulated, and taxed.
I see. I see. So is it going to pass, that measure?
It's very close. The polls are very, very close. I think it's got a great shot, and I think it will be, of course, the first state, along with Washington, if Washington passes its initiative, to do that.
All right, we have just a minute. Can you tell me how the get out the vote apparatus in Colorado is, and whether you're confident that the president actually will win?
I think this is the president's advantage. I think that he's got a big advantage in getting out the vote, particularly the Latino vote, which is a big factor in Colorado. I think Mitt Romney, that's his weakness in this state. I don't know how it'll shake out, but I think that is definitely where the Obama campaign is most focused at a time when we've seen the most ads of any city, Denver, and the media market of all, that ground game is so important now.
Are the people on your show that you listen to, are they saying that they're getting a lot of contacts?
Oh, yeah, a ton of contacts. Look, I haven't turned in my ballot yet. I'm still getting contacted probably at this point
You better not say it now on national TV. Yeah, they're going to be calling you right now. Get out your cell phone.
Yeah,
That's David
I know.
Sirota. David, thanks so much for joining us again inside the War.